Yeah, so hello, good morning. Yeah, my name is Jeff Schmidt. I work for SuperDrecksKëscht in Luxembourg. Yeah, exactly. I work for SuperDrecksKëscht in Luxembourg, but we are operating this as a company called OSL. Just to give you a little idea what SuperDrecksKëscht is, so SuperDrecksKëscht is in charge of the hazardous household waste, but also in general more for more responsible usage of resources. So the direct translation of SuperDrecksKëscht would be super waste bin, something like that. Um, and initially, it's an activity owned by the Luxembourgish Ministry of Environment, together with the Environment Agency, that is the department of the ministry, and then the Chamber of Craftsmanship, as well as the Chamber of Commerce. And as I said earlier, we are operating this as a company on a tender base, and so the company is called Ökoservice Luxembourg. Um, so to give you a brief idea of the territory that we cover, so as you said earlier, yes, it's a national activity, but size-wise, it could be a local activity as well. So we have like an area of roughly 2,500 square kilometers with a population of 680,000 people. But then again, we have like more or less 220,000 people crossing the border every day. So that gives us a little bit under a million people during the day here in the country. And the country is as well divided in 100 municipalities. So they are mainly smaller municipalities. Yeah, so that's a bit the situation that we deal with on our basis. Um, yeah, to give you a short idea where this whole activity started, it's quite a while that the SuperDrecksKëscht is operating. So this all started in '85 already, where there was the wish to create something for citizens to bring the hazardous household waste. Because yeah, before there was nothing except for the residual black bin, or yeah, so even at the worst place it ended sometimes. So there was a system with three different containers that was set up in a different place every day, and people got like a calendar where to find the containers, and they could bring their hazardous waste to these places. So in the beginning it was still very basic, but that was the start of the separate collection towards the households, to give them a possibility to bring their products. Um, Today, it looks a little different. So here you see like a brief overview of what the services are that we have like on a municipality basis. So we have, of course, the collection of the hazardous waste that we are going to analyze in detail a little bit later. But then we also consult businesses in Luxembourg for the general waste management, as well for their waste reduction. So we roughly consult 6,000 businesses here in Luxembourg. And then we have like the department where I'm head of the SDK Akademie, that is mainly focusing on professional training, awareness creation for the proper handling of hazardous waste, but also in general for the waste management, waste reduction, as well on a private as on a professional level. And then, of course, we have like everything that's oriented towards the citizens in handling the hazardous household waste. So what to give you a brief idea, I mean, it's probably known what it is, but yeah, there are things affect like Michael said earlier, the paint that we collect, we have the spray cans, we have the chemicals, we have oil products, solvents, but we also collect, for example, like cooking oil. It's not hazardous, but it's problematic. So that's what we are in charge of as well. We have like medicine, all the medical products that you could have inside your home. So in general, we collect a little bit more than 100 different waste products coming from households. And in total, we collect over the year coming from households, we collect a little bit more than 3,000 tons um, per year. Exactly. So how we collect these different elements? There are a lot of similarities to what Michael explained earlier. So in Luxembourg we have the local resource centers. They were always called recycling centers, but we got a new law 2 years ago, and since then they are called resource center to really put the resources in focus. And these resource centers are either operated by the municipalities by themselves, or like groupments of municipalities. So we have like different we have like 20 collecting of these collecting points throughout the country. And in these resource centers, there's also always a station, an SDK station, a SuperDrecksKëscht station, where the hazardous waste is collected. So these stations are operated by the staff from the recycling centers, but we provide them with all the necessary equipment, with the expertise they need. We have like a consulting service that's going around to help them in their work. We train them to handle this properly, to handle this in a secure way, to package this and to store this in the proper ways. And we guarantee the removal of this of all of these hazardous products. Yeah, so that's the one pillar that we have for collecting this hazardous waste. That's also the main pillar, or the biggest pillar, where we got like the biggest quantities. Then a second pillar that we have are, for instance, is our service center. So that's operating as a mobile collection unit for hazardous waste, and it's rotating on a daily basis. So it's stationed every day in a different location throughout Luxembourg. And yeah, the planning is made that we cover as good as possible the community. And all the designated places are visited 4 times a year. So ideally, every citizen has access to this unit near to where he's living every 2 months. Yeah, and this helped us to collect in last year like more or less 500 tons of the hazardous waste. So it's equipped in a similar way than the truck that Michael showed earlier. So we have like the balance integrated. We have the digital system. So as soon as they get something in from the citizens, that you can see, for example, here in the picture, it's registered in the computer system, and so we know exactly where it's coming from, what the quantity is. And so we have it in our system, and we can track during all the process what type of waste was coming from where we picked it up, who was the driver who was picking it up, so that we can have like full transparency in the full process, but also on a logistic level, it really helps. Yeah, of course, we have like the ADR regulations that we have to respect with this this system. So this really developed over the last years. We are running this system as a company since also 35 years. So the truck was developed over this time. So we integrated a lot of systems to really help us doing this kind of work in a proper way. And another collection system that we have is the door-to-door collection. So depending on where the municipalities are located in the country, either we always try to differentiate if it's more urban or more rural. But depending on this fact, either it's a door-to-door collection or citizens can call, and so we are coming to pick it up at scheduled dates. So also with this system, every citizen has access to this system 4 times a year, as I said earlier, either in a door-to-door system or in a call system. Yeah, exactly. And this always works together with the service center with this one that we saw in the slide before. So this one is stationed in a fixed place, and then depending on the area that we are covering that day, we have 2 or 3 of these trucks that are doing the rounds inside the villages for picking up the different waste. And as soon as their truck is full, they come to the big truck to unload it, and then they continue um, their route. Sorry. And then a last system for collecting from the citizens is in partnership with retail stores, with retail chains and stores, and we do this also in collaboration with the producer responsibility systems. So inside a lot of shops, we have like, it doesn't always look like this, that has like different appearances, but the idea is always the same, that we have like this kind of collection point inside the shop. So we have like the people working in the shop that are also guaranteeing that everything is in order with this collecting point, and then our people are coming to pick up the products that are collected in this this kind of tool. The idea here is really to enter the process of consumption, so that you have the citizens that are consuming, but to give them the possibility to integrate the second part of the consumption in their journey, so that everything could take place in the same place. Exactly. So these are like the various tools that we have to collect the problematic waste coming from the citizens. And as I said earlier, we collect around 3,000 tons per year with the systems. We also have like adapted collection containers that we give towards the people, towards the citizens. So this is kind of our wet box. Our one is green, and yeah, that's so people can use this to storage their problematic waste at home, but also to transport it. Then we have like specific containers for the batteries, so that people can collect the batteries. So this is for at home, and the big ones is like, for example, as well inside the retail stores. But there we have also a security concept, so that there's also vermiculite added, and then it has to be protected. So this also changed quite a lot over the last years. This is a box that we give to people whenever they have like syringes at home, or like specific medical equipment that they have at home. This one, for example, is for the cooking oil, and this one is for spray cans, also to be conformed to RDR regulations. Yeah, exactly. And then after we collected this throughout the different systems, we have a central logistics center that is based in Kommerberg in Luxembourg. That's more or less central in the country. And so we do different manipulations, or we prepare the different waste products for their further journey. So we have like a team that is highly qualified here in Kommerberg to do this kind of work. We also have chemists here based in Kommerberg. So whenever we don't know what products we got, or if we need to do analysis for the recipients afterwards of the products, or if we need to analyze the quality of oil products, for example, we have the laboratory here based also in Kommerberg, and we could do all these processes here in Kommerberg to make sure that we have like high quality products that are going to the recipients afterwards. Yeah, for the further step. Perhaps another thing I wanted to add it here is we also try to find as good as possible local ways to reutilize products or resources in a short in short ways. But as you can imagine, we don't have a lot of recycling companies here in Luxembourg, as due to the size of the country. But we are trying to develop different processes to still keep resources here. And so we also had this topic of paint, because paint for us is also the by far the biggest quantity that of product that we collect. And we have a paint collector based here in Luxembourg, and like a few years ago we started to experiment with them to recycle different kinds of paint. So this is only working with the water-based paint, but still they managed to recycle this paint and bring it back to the market again. So it's still in development. There are still some issues that we have, or that they have, like in the production with this, but they already they yet managed to bring to market some loads of recycled paint. So that's one way of that we are trying to use to diminish the quantities of paint that are going to incineration afterwards. And another new project that we started last year is with a university in Germany for the medicine. So they are trying to extract some substances from medicine, because usually medicine is incinerated as well. But they developed they are developing a process to extract some substances from the medicine, especially as over the last years there was like some shortages in substances for medicine. So that was that is kind of an interesting process. For the cooking oil that we are collecting from citizens and also from companies as well, we use it partly to transform it into biodiesel, and so all our trucks and partly also our cars are running from this biodiesel made from the cooking oil that we are collecting, and we are also using this for heating our logistics center. So yeah, the point is we try to use it as much as possible, really on a local level. And then another point is that for us transparency is absolutely key, because like there are a lot of myths about what is happening with the waste that is collected, and yeah, everything is going to Africa, and this kind of stories that you can hear like here and there. And therefore for us it's important that we are really transparent, and that we really can explain to people what we are doing with the products that we collect. And therefore we developed a tool. It's called resource potential. So we always compare it to the Nutri-Score that you have like for food. There you have like a simple system to show you if it's healthy or not. And here we have like kind of a Nutri-Score for the circular economy. So to show you if it's if resources stay in the circular or not. So it's very basic. In the end, the system is very basic. Everything that's green is reused as resources. Yellow is energy recovery, and the red part is the losses. So we have this for every product that we collect. We indicate who is the recipient of the product, so who is handling the processes after we gave this product to them, and we explain what is done exactly with the product, and what are the resources that can be used as resources, and what are the resources that serve for energy recovery. Yeah, and then a last service that we have, like for the collection of the hazardous waste coming from households, is also for residential buildings, so building where you have flats, because as also in the example of Michael, it's not always easy to have like a good organized system to collect this kind of products. And so we developed also like kind of a concept with different kind of boxes. And so we have a consulting service that's also free for citizens to organize this kind of collection in this kind of buildings, and we're also supporting companies that are providing the service to empty this kind of boxes afterwards. Yeah, so to number-wise, to give you a short overview of the situation in Luxembourg, so you can see that we stabilized more or less around 5 kilograms of hazardous waste per capita. This was like this the little COVID down that we had, but it's going back up again. Probably we will stabilize again around this 5 kilograms per capita. And then we have like another type of analysis that is done more or less every 4 years in Luxembourg. So there's a national study to analyze the composition of the residual waste, so of the black bin of the citizens, really to understand, is it only residual waste that ends up in this kind of collection, or what other type of products ends up there? Yeah, in 2008, 2008, we still had like 2.6 kilograms of hazardous waste and problematic waste per capita in the black bin. But now the last analysis that was published was in 21. Then we were like under 1 kilogram. It was 0.95. And there's another one being done right now, so the results probably come out in the end of the year. So we hope that we are hopeful that we will that it will be even less in this moment. But so yeah, they can see that the collection really helps, the sensibilization really helps. But yeah, there's still a little work to do, and still to continue to work to keep people aware of this problematic. Yeah, so that's it. That's more or less what I wanted to share with you today, of how we deal with the hazardous waste coming from the private households here in Luxembourg.